Hey Rexors, how's it going, man? Good deal. I made some changes to the way the game looks today, so it's a little less cloudy and no motion blur anymore, which I love. Really don't like motion blur very much. Oh, cool, man. Thank you.
Senua, we each walk these lands gazing towards different horizons.
Appreciate that, man.
Some of us further than others. Your father cannot see what you see, but there is nothing wrong with seeing the world the way you do.
Yeah, I appreciate that. This game isn't very popular, so a lot of people don't know what's happening or what to expect with this one. Oh, dang. Came out of nowhere.
Behind you! You won it!
It's a really cool game, though. I wish more people knew about it or were interested in watching it.
Quick, behind you! Behind you! They're come for you!
This combat in particular is just awesome. There's not a ton of it in the game, I don't think, but
You're too slow.
I think so. I mean, I think a lot of people are missing out on this one. Ooh. Ouch.
I can still smell it. The sweet, sickly stench of burning human flesh. And I still hear their cries carried in the wind. Do you hear them too, Senua?
Yes, I heard their screams, and I still hear them now.
That kind of looks like what I'm looking for there.
The friends.
Oh, maybe if I get that tree in the middle of it? Or this one right here? Yep, that's it.
Follow the screams.
Are they screaming?
The path to Helheim is sealed to the living. But you already walk amongst the dead.
Yeah, I think it'll get more exposure now since it started winning some awards and stuff. Those awards are going to help.
When they first came to my lands, I knew enough of their tongue to beg for mercy, and they took me as a slave. rode their storm of fire, death, and slavery to many lands. This darkness you speak of, I know it well.
And I'm still here to fight it.
The boss I'm fixing to fight is like a fire boss. So I assume everything's gonna be on fire real quick. Ooh, that was close. So close. Oof.
Go.
No!
Behind you! Behind you!
I'm gonna try to kill this guy real fast. Maybe I should just leave that guy for last. Yeah, basically, I mean, the big draw is the sound design, so it's best to listen with headphones. It's got a cool story so far, and
End it! End it!
Oh.
Now! This is nearly the end. Behind you! Behind you! Can't do it.
almost got him. There we go. The combat is so satisfying.
It's nearly over. Finish it. Too slow. Watch out.
It is. It's awesome. And I like that there's nothing on screen except for the gameplay.
Finish this. End it now. He's gone. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Whew, there we go. That was pretty tough.
When you see a fire gate of Surt, know that only a sacrifice will stoke the fires of Muspel and let the dead walk through. Find the fire, Senua, to follow the path to Surt.
Find the fire. Thanks, man. I think this game looks a lot better without all those blur and, you know, post-processing effects on. It's a lot cleaner image. This isn't the way I came from, is it? Oh, crap. Yeah, it is. My bad. I don't think it's on Xbox, but I don't know for sure. I think it's just on PS4 and PC. Oh, I have to get right up on this thing.
Hell will not give you the answers you want. But you mustn't look away from the horrors it does offer. Because you cannot overcome suffering if you refuse to look at it.
What's happening? Is the fire gone? Where's it gone? The fire's disappeared.
It was everywhere.
Maybe it was
Yeah, I think you only need one of them.
Maybe it was a test.
the fire.
Cert.
Cert is through there.
He's waiting for her. You can't get through. How will she get through?
She'll need to find another way.
Truth said, find your own path.
There's always another way.
There's always a way.
Find your own way.
You just have to find it. He's waiting for you.
It was never going to be that easy.
He's waiting.
This game might be on Xbox. I really don't know.
The fire.
The Northmen tell this story. Before the Earth was created, there was a world called Muspel. Because it was in the south, it was bright and hot, flaming, burning. Sparks that flew out from Muspel became the stars. Other sparks melted ice in the frozen world of Niflheim, creating the body of the first giant, Ymir. Muspel is one of the 9 worlds, and is now the land of the fire giants. People elsewhere cannot endure the journey.
There's a gate.
She needs to find it.
Another fire sacrifice.
Another fire
Another
sacrifice.
sacrifice.
Find the fire, Senua, to follow the path to Surt.
Yeah, this is really more a
She'll never find it. She'll
just kind of an interactive story,
Remember the way.
but the fighting is really cool. I mean,
Everything will burn.
concentrate. Concentrate.
I could do that
She
nonstop.
must remember the path.
Everything will burn. Then how will she find the way back?
She won't. She won't be able to tell.
I'm gonna try to remember where I'm coming from.
The Northmen made fire sacrifices, burning slaves like me to reveal the path to Surt. I searched
Oh, I'm
for
sorry,
meaning
man.
in their suffering, in their eyes, but they just screamed like helpless pigs.
What? Oh. Wait, am I okay? Okay, apparently I did something wrong there. Maybe I just didn't make it in time. Hey, Shady the Fox. There we go. Yeah, I guess I just took too long last time.
Answer your prayers, Senua. I asked the gods for mercy, all of them, even theirs. None answered. In the end, I set myself free. Defy the gods, Senua. Find your own path, like I find mine.
My gods abandoned me. I am alone.
Hey, Danielle, I'm good. How are you? That's cool. I'm just kind of trucking through this.
Find the fire, Senua, to follow the path to Surt.
Yeah. Good deal. I thought I was gonna have to fight somebody here. Maybe not.
The Northmen of Hell worship the Devourers, insatiable gods of darkness. I come from Erin, Senua, where I once followed my own gods.
Here it is.
Tuatha-De-Danann.
Why did you abandon your gods?
Senua, I was a man of knowledge, not a warrior. To survive, I did things. Bad things.
Like you, Senua. The man I once was has died. And when that happens, even gods you worship can die with you.
Looking for that R shape. I like these puzzles. I really like that it kind of forces you to look at the world. And the changing perspectives and stuff is really cool too. I wonder if these lines on the ground are trying to direct me somewhere. Seems like I'm real close in here. Oh, there's this thing.
The Northmen say that the defender of Muspel is called Surt.
I mean, that's an R.
The Northmen say that the defender of Muspel is called Surt, the foremost of the fire giants. His name means the Black One, because he is like something burnt.
Oh, thanks, man.
The Northmen believe that he sits at the border of Muspel with his flaming sword, and at the end of the world he will leave his post. He will travel to Asgard and Midgard, waging war against all the gods. He will be victorious, and then burn the whole world with fire.
It's okay, though. You know, this isn't really a game for everyone, I don't think. It's kind of more a narrative sort of thing, and... Let me know if you see this R shape anywhere. Really seems like it's over here somewhere. Let me go back up on top. Oh, what? I saw that mark on the ground, but I didn't realize that I could look at that. Good deal. Yeah, I've never seen those marks be used like that, so I had no idea. It's good to know, though. This can't be right. Well, probably shouldn't do that. Go. Hey, Caesar. Yeah, I did. I finished that in the first episode. Come on. So close. What? Oh. Oh, crap. Come on, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up.
She's injured. She's not gonna make that.
Alright, time to go. Oh.
You say your world has collapsed. Good.
That's intense.
Let it collapse, and have the courage to shed your tears. Raise your world to the prime!
My world is dead.
Only then, as with a newborn, will you see the world anew.
No, I see nothing now.
I think I probably need to drop down here and start looking for this P shape. Oh, it's 3. Dang.
Tell me truth. How did you escape your darkness?
Senua, once I found my purpose, I was no longer enslaved to the suffering I had to endure to reach it. Unclouded by fear, I could see it clearly in others. Even my captors feared the fire of Surt. And so, during one raid, I took
There's
my
one of
chance
them.
and ran, knowing that they would not follow. The fool ran into the fire.
I mean, come on. Technically, that's one, too.
Maybe they were right to. But here I am. Free.
I'm glad I found you in the wilds. I wouldn't have made it without you.
The Northmen believe that the world will be destroyed someday. They call it Ragnarok, the destiny of the gods. Asgard will be attacked by Surt and the fire giants. A monstrous wolf will swallow the sun, and the gods will fight in vain against their enemies. There is nothing they can do to prevent it. But Odin ever seeks knowledge and magic, hoping to find a way to postpone that dark day.
Okay, just one more shape here. It's kind of like a D. I think this is where yeah, this is where I came from. Yeah, it's not gonna be out there. Can I get up there? Oh, this is not at all the direction I came from. Wow, that one was pretty cool.
Senua, if I can survive the fire of Surt and escape my darkness, then so can you.
Run, Senua! Run! Through the fire! Keep running! Go on! Nothing will stop! Run, Senua! Run! On the surface, to the fire!
She's dying.
It's him. It's him. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. This darkness takes everything. Everyone.
Senua, are you sure you want to do this? We can fight this together, side by side. We always do.
This is my battle. I have to face it alone, away from here.
Where will you go?
I don't know.
For how long?
I don't know.
I believe in you. You know that. Just promise me that you will come back to me. I want you to say it. I want you to say it.
I will come back to you. I promise.
Come on.
Oh, wow.
Spill the blood of Surt and take his mark, and I will cheer you from now and forever be in your debt.
You destroyed everything, everyone, but not me. Fight me now.
Welcome back, Shady. I'm fighting this fire dude. Oh, ow. That's not good. Yeah, exactly.
The flame shields! See that? Oh! What's happening?
Oh, why'd I do that?
Focus now.
There we go. Sweet.
For every battle won, a greater battle takes its place. And so it goes. Until we fall. And in the end, we all fall. Even the gods have their time. Yet we still go on. Why?
I made a promise, and I will go to hell to keep
I
it.
die free, knowing you will carry my stories with you. I have fulfilled my quest.
Yes, you have.
When the darkness comes, I vow to guide you in this life and the next to fulfill yours.
Then I will see you in hell.
Be ready to face horror in the eye, as I have, to find your answers, your quest, your truth.
Well, that was pretty cool.
Druth was a troubled man. A scholar turned slave. They tortured him. Took him with them on their raids. Drove him to madness. Spreading this new form of darkness to new worlds. To my world.
Let's see, where did I come from here? None of these directions really feel right. Hey Tristan, how's it going, man? Man, how do I get out of here? Oh, okay, it's right here. I like these sections. After you beat a boss, you have to run back all the way to that little hub where the gate is. In another game, I would probably get kind of annoyed by it, but in this one, it just feels kind of right. Because once you've gone through here and you've taken out the boss, you know, this, the journey back is really kind of quiet. And a schedule? No, not really. I just kind of stream whenever I have time. Hey, Jesse, appreciate you stopping by, man. Let's see, not that way, this way. I've played with a schedule in the past, but I've never really stuck to one. I just kind of stream. Usually it's evenings between 5 and 8 p.m. Central Time. But not any particular days or anything. It uninstalled itself? That sucks.
Have you ever died before? It's a serious question. When the illusion of self is shattered, you simply cease to be. Though it may not seem that way to others, you know when it is true. You can feel it. A stranger in your own body. An imposter. And nothing is the same ever again.
So did you have to reinstall it?
Senua has died before. And she will do so again. You can be sure of that.
So now that we've killed both bosses, we can open up this gate.
Mark of Valravan and the Mark of Surt. You may cross the bridge over the River of Knives to Helheim.
Oh, that stinks, man. Let's see, can I just open it?
No, don't. It's dangerous. It's
Here we
dangerous.
go.
Don't open the gate. Don't. She's done it. It's so dark. It's dark. The darkness. Only the dead may cross. Only the dead may cross. Only the dead may cross.
Truth? Anyone?
There is no one here but me.
Not you.
Did you think that I would let you go? That you lost me back in the wilds? I will never let you go. You can't get rid of me. I am your shadow. And I will be watching when you draw your last dying gasp.
I'm not ready to die.
You will be when you see what they did to your dear beloved.
Damien!
In this waking nightmare, where all dreams come true, you searched for control, a way to pull through. When you were in love, you left him in tears, to smother your furies and banish your fears. But in darkness they came, Through stormy black seas, they raided these shores. Do you still hear his screams? And now that you're home, he's so far away. They've taken his soul. To these gods you cannot pray. They can break you, but not your promise. Even death won't keep you apart. Through his darkness you will find him. In your sword still beats a heart. You fought for love unspoilt by your darkness within. You fought for your dreams. Now there's no way to win. In the head of his corpse lies the seat of his soul. So you must carry his vessel to bring him back home.
Yeah, it is.
No!
They can break you, but not your promise. Even death won't keep you apart. Through this darkness you will find him. In your sword still beats a heart.
Yeah, Jesse, it's crazy.
The darkness touched you. Everyone could see it in the hollows of your eyes. A gaze averted from life. You ran from it but brought it nearer. Led it to him. An endless suffering, worse than death. And you wanted to surrender, abandoning to find peace with the gods. No. The darkness won't allow it. So you will walk into the lair of the beast. Look it in the eye, and you will go to war. This is your mission. This is your quest. There is nothing else left. The gods made you a warrior for a reason. It's your calling.
Oh no, please. No. Please, God, no. Why does it have to be Daddy Raid? Why? Hey, Zero. Hey, Blue Ferran. Hey, SOJ Shadow Plays. Hey, Sam Koopa. Welcome, guys. I really love raids, but I sure do hate the Daddy Raid. Just the hashtag. Love you guys, though. Really appreciate y'all coming. Man, I was in the zone there for a second. Oh!
She's hurt, this blood.
So this is a really interesting game. If you have headphones, put on your headphones and enjoy this. Hey Mike, how's it going, man? Really appreciate you guys coming. This is an awesome game. I'm glad you finished Dream Daddy, so I will never have to see it again. All right, me and this guy. Yeah, I appreciate you being here, Tristan. Yeah, Shady, I heard they're making one. There we go. I don't know anything about Doki Doki Literature Club. I've heard people kind of jokingly talk about it, but I really don't know anything about that game. Yeah, I love Pokemon too. So, I hate that I'm asking this, but how was Dream Daddy?
Every gate you open into darkness brings another challenge.
Ugh. Sucker punch. Whoa. Settle. New enemy type. Some kind of executioner. Oh crap.
She's injured. She can still do it.
Whew. Yeah, I don't like this very much. Ugh.
No one can.
Yeah, the bosses definitely have a Dark Souls kind of feeling to them. I don't think this is a boss, though. I think this is just a new enemy type. Oh. Alright, come on. Yeah, this one's slow.
You're close.
Got him. It's pretty cool, Sam. This is not indicative of most of the gameplay, though. What this game is really a narrative about suffering from psychosis. So if you wear headphones, you'll be able to hear some really cool audio effects and stuff that are kind of unique to this game.
He's a better fighter.
But the combat is fantastic. I didn't think... I mean, nobody was talking about the combat, but then I started playing it, and I was like, oh, wow. It's not that significant right now, but that's why the audio for the game is turned up so loud, because it's so prominent and so big a part of the experience. Yeah, Zero. Like, when you'll be walking around, you'll have voices coming at you from every side. And some of the voices will say, you can do it. And then some of them are saying, like, she's going to die, or you're going to die, or just weird stuff like that. Very immersive.
They're winning.
These guys are kind of harder to kill without using this slowdown power. I wonder if I can kick him off that ledge. Oh, crap. That's not how you do it. There are no tutorials or anything in this game, so you just you kind of learn as you play, and it never teaches you anything or prompts you to hit a button or anything like that. It's really, really neat. That's cool, Zero. I hadn't heard that, Tristan, but I kind of knew it was getting about that old. Yeah, okay. Sam, I was going to make you a mod on that account, but I don't want to minimize the game here, so I'll just do it after the stream, I guess.
However you come to the gold-covered bridge that leads to Hell, you may find it guarded by a giantess. She will ask your name. She will ask your lineage. She will ask your business. The Northmen tell of the warrior woman Brynhild, who leapt into fire and rode to Hell to join her slain love Sigurd, and is challenged by the giantess.
That's one of the loosest comparisons I've ever heard. But yeah, it's basically that same kind of experience. I mean, you have to self-teach yourself everything about this game. The puzzles, you know, it's more similar to a game called The Witness
Align yourself to its secrets.
than anything else. Okay, so we have to find those 3 shapes somewhere in the world. So the X is probably going to be the easiest to find. That kind of looks like it right there. I guess not. Yeah, Mike, the headphones make a huge difference. Okay, the X is in this room somewhere. Yeah, if you like Portal, that's a pretty good comparison. You'd probably like this. There it is. So right now we're looking for these shapes. So you have to look at the world from different angles in order to find the shapes that you're looking for. That's probably it in this room. Oh, it's amazing, Zero. It's really, really cool. Let's go check down here. Yeah, so Jay, I'm kind of the same way. What was that? There's something. Oh. What's that last shape we're looking for? Can't remember what the other one looked like. It was kind of a snaking shape, I think. Oh, the X is the one I don't have. I just found the S. I didn't even know which one I was looking at that time. Wait, no, the X is the only one I have? Yeah. Oh. I don't think these stairs were here before, were they? I think it's one of those perspective shifts. Let's see, S is probably going to be... from this side, maybe? I mean, that's pretty close. There it is. See you later, Rexors. Take it easy, man. Might sound counterintuitive, but try to have fun at school. There's probably something down there. Well, what's this? Thanks, man. There it is. Neat. Alright. Hate when people buy games based on the people who made the game. I still don't think I understand that, Sam. What's the... Oh, games about the maker of the game. I get what you're saying now.
Hela possesses large dwelling places in Helheim. Tall are her walls, high are her gates. The name of her dish is hunger. Her knife is famine. On her threshold all will stumble. Her bed is called sick bed, and her bed hangings are called flames of a funeral pyre.
Yeah, that's a good comparison.
And half the color of flesh. And her face, menacing and grim.
Man, I love this game. It's just so cinematic. One of the best looking games I've ever played, I think. Yeah, I'm playing on PC. It's also on the PS4. I think I'm going to have to buy the PS4 copy to have a physical version of it, too. I don't know, Zero. I don't know if I've ever had that. I mean, I guess I've had Christmas-flavored coffee.
It's Hela.
Yes, the source of the darkness. It's coming. This is your moment.
Here we go. Oh my goodness.
I'm sorry. I can't watch this.
What are you doing? You're showing weakness. You're not a warrior. You're a disgrace. The gods will punish you for this. Pick up the sword. Pick it up. Fight the darkness. Fight it. Get up. Get up. Get up and fight.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, I do dislike it. I mean, I don't...
Stormy seas and lost souls.
I don't know.
She's dreamt of this before.
I have things to say after the
They
cutscene.
say dreams are visions of our memories, thoughts and fears, as seen by our inner eye. But what if each one of us is always dreaming, even when awake, and we only see what our inner eye creates for us? Is this what hell is? A world shaped by Senua's nightmares? Maybe that's why people feared seeing the world through her eyes. Because if you believe that Senua's reality is twisted, you must accept that yours might be too.
You failed the gods. You're pathetic. Rotten. Cursed. What were you thinking? Did you really think you could win? How stupid can you be?
So stupid.
Everyone hates her. She's cursed.
The shadow hates.
Look at you. A warrior. Worthless. Weak. Pathetic. Go on. Feel sorry for yourself, because there's no one left to do that for you.
Everywhere. You failed. What's that?
Take it. If you're too much of a coward to fight, then end the suffering. Broken and lost. Just like your sword.
Come on. Dare.
Jeez.
Why go on when you give everything and face that which torments you, only to find that it is worse than you could have imagined? Why go on? Is it really so weak to ask this? Or are we just so afraid of the honest answer that we do not dare pose the question? Sometimes the answer lies in a memory, a feeling, a song.
It's not real. It's a trick. It's not real. It is real. Listen to it.
Don't give up.
Daddy. Daddy. It's
Not like this.
It's not real.
Come to me. Please.
The light. Go towards the light. It's him. There he is. It can't be him. It's just a trick. It's in your mind.
No, he's here.
It's in your mind.
It's real. It's happening.
Go towards it.
This game is so intense. Like, it's one of the few games that I've been hooked on in a while. You know, I guess other than Nintendo games, since that has to be said. Let's go off the beaten path here for a second and see what's going on down here. Game of the year? I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't say game of the year, but really, really cool. I mean, one of the most unique games I've ever played.
There it is. You're imagining this. It's Dylan.
It's just crazy that
How could you? Keep going. How could you? Keep going. Ignore the pain. I told you it was to trick you. I told you. Where are you going? See, there's nothing to follow. Come on.
it's crazy that a game like this is not like a clear contender for game of the year. But we've just had so many fantastic games this year. But it is, I mean, it's up there. I'm gonna remember this one for a long
She was
time.
not in a good place.
I think I'm about halfway through the game right now, by the way, for those that just joined.
Barely functioning. She rarely left the house. Her
Yeah,
father's
2017 is going to be
inbound
remembered as a all-star year.
Only occasionally did she venture out on her own, collecting firewood and herbs. Errands out in the Orkney Plains. That was her world. Like this one. Barren and lonely.
What's disappointing is that a lot of people are going to miss this game because of all the other great games that came out this year. And that really sucks because I think that a lot of people would enjoy this. I mean, I don't think that this is the best game of the year, but that isn't a detriment to this game. That's just a kind of evidence of what gaming has been this year. But this is probably one of my favorite games now.
Not even you. It's in your mind. You think you can see it, but it's in your mind.
There he was. The lone figure of a boy.
He's there, under the tree.
Sword play under the shade of a tree. She remembers the first time she saw him. To her young eyes, he moved as if dancing.
Something else that's cool about this game is that there's a photo mode. So for those that like photo mode, this is probably one of the best versions of that. You can turn the protagonist on and off. If you don't want her shown, you can turn enemies on and off. There are a lot of different filters and stuff that you can add if you want to. So if you like photo mode as much as I do, this is probably the game to play.
And the world world does.
Yeah, I think this is going to end up being a kind of a hidden gem.
The gloom lifted.
Absolutely, Sam. Yeah, I
First
can't
time in
imagine.
years she felt a ray of hope.
It's varying intensity throughout the game, you know, Sam. And what's interesting about it is it takes a concept that we're learning more about today, you know, mental illnesses and psychoses and all of that. And it applies what we know about them today to a time period in which we don't normally apply the existence of those mental illnesses. So, you know, it's not very often that we think about someone, you know, in a Norse mythology setting like this having some version of psychosis. So blending, you know, the knowledge we have with a world that we don't normally apply that to is really interesting to me.
Tell of a great hero. His name is Sigmund. His father's hall was built around a great tree, and one day Odin comes and thrusts a sword into the tree, a gift to whomever can release it. Many try, but the sword only comes out at Sigmund's touch. His brother-in-law, King Siggeir, wants it, but Sigmund refuses him. So King Siggeir plots revenge. He invites Sigmund and his brothers to a feast. But when they arrive, they are met with an army, not a warm welcome. King Siggeir captures Sigmund and his brothers, steals his coveted sword, and readies them for execution.
This came out in August, I think. Came out in August, and who here has even heard of this game? I hadn't. It's a $30 game. It's worth it for the experience. And it was actually on sale during the Steam sale. I think it's still on sale. I think I paid something like $22.99 or $24.99 or something, but a steal. A steal. So good. If you like playing games, you like good stories and narratives, this is a game that you should play. Yeah, it's not a full price game. And I mean, it's only between, like, I've heard some people say 12 hours, but most people are saying, like, you know, 6 to 8 hours. Huh. It's pretty good, especially for a story, you know, a narrative-driven game like this. Apparently I can't get in there. So right now what we're trying to do is unlock the gate to Helheim, which is where the goddess of death, Hela, lives. And like I said in the last stream, if you've watched the latest Thor movie, then you might know a little bit more about Hela than you did prior to that, because Hela is the bad, you know, character, or the villain, in the newest Thor movie. So that limited Norse mythology knowledge that I have and most people have is kind of helpful playing this.
She begs for mercy and implores the king to chain them up instead. He agrees. Not for mercy, though, but because he plans an even more cruel and lingering death. Chained to a tree in the forest that night, a she-wolf comes and devours one of Sigmund's brothers. She returns, ravenous, night after night, until only Sigmund is left. The next day, Sigmund's sister sends a servant with honey to smear on Sigmund's face. But to what end? Well...
Yeah, that's right, Sam.
When the she-wolf appears again, you'll never guess what happens.
I mean, probably not. It's a game that I'll replay at some point, I know, because I like these kind of narrative experiences. I mean, I'll know exactly what to do if I play it again, though, so that will ruin some of the immersion of it, but... more than anything, I think this is a game I want to show people in the future. That's crazy, Jesse. Yeah, I don't know anything about Norse mythology. Is this... I'm trying to figure out if this is where I came from at some point. Somebody tell me if any of this looks familiar.
Watching from afar, she mimicked him,
Later, Zero.
Perfecting her own secret dance. Wishing those fleeting moments of light would stretch out to last forever. The light. No, it's a trick. It's an illusion. It's not real. But you free. You want to believe it's real, but it's a trick. You're deluded. Where are you going? Where is she going? What is she
Me neither, Shady. Oh, wow.
even fight? It's just deception.
how does he so effortlessly caught
That's
the
pretty
world
interesting,
bliss?
seeing her smile.
If only she could do the same. See the world through eyes anew. And dance with it. Just like he does.
I never really studied any kind of mythologies. I wish that I had a little bit deeper knowledge of that stuff, because it's interesting. I mean,
What's your name?
Senua.
I haven't seen you before.
I'm not. I don't leave home much.
Oh, Zeno's daughter.
I have to go.
Wait. Who taught you to fight like that?
yeah, it is.
No one.
No one.
Well, I watched you, and
You learnt all of that from watching me? You should become a warrior, you know.
me?
I'm Dillian. I'm here for the warrior trials. Just come and watch. And bring your sword.
You can't put it into words. That moment when you look into the eyes of the one who's supposed to reassure you, make you feel safe.
Uh-oh.
It only takes an instant. Fear swallows you before you have a chance to make sense of it. And darkness becomes a part of who you are. But her world changed the day the Northmen took him from her. Senua knows that there's no going back to how things were. That there's nothing to go back to at all.
Stay still, stay quiet, hide, don't tell her.
Their gods can see into your mind. They will use this power to destroy you.
They won't stop me. I can still feel him.
Whatever's left of him, they will never let him go.
I'm not gonna let him rot here.
You're the one rotting here.
Leave me alone.
You will die here.
No.
And all your suffering will have been for nothing.
Shut up! Dillian? Is that you? I'll find you, my love. I promise.
So the deal is, as far as I know, what I've pieced together is that she witnessed her fiance being killed in a very gruesome kind of way, and now she's suffering this psychosis as a result of that traumatic experience. So she has kind of a post-traumatic stress psychosis that she's dealing with. And the story starts, you know, kind of deep into that, I think.
He's waiting for you by the tree.
But the hook of the game is that the developers worked alongside neuroscientists and people who suffer from psychoses of different kinds, and the way that they implemented all of this stuff in the game is supposed to be as accurate as possible to the realistic, depiction of these mental illnesses. So it's really intense and kind of horrifying to hear everything that's going on and all the voices swirling and everything. But according to the developers, it's the closest realistic depiction they could make using video games as a medium. Exactly, yeah, that's a good way of putting it. Is that another sword?
Take it. A sword.
Yeah, it is.
Dillian left it for you. Take it. Take it. It's a trick. It's ending. It's coming from there and there. What are they? Look, where's it coming from? She started something.
What's happening?
Senua, imagine a sword that can slay gods. Its name is Gramr. It was forged by the god of all Northmen, Odin, and gifted to Sigmund, a great warrior.
I need this sword. It's important.
See you later, Tristan. Take it easy, man.
Whole, but it is an illusion. It shattered into shards long ago. It is said a great warrior can reforge Gramr by answering the trials of Odin, one for each shard. The roots of the Tree of Death will take you to new lands where you will face the trials.
Go to the shard. What's the shard? Where is it? Find it. There it is.
Oh, that's what these are.
Focus. Use your eyes. Look. Get closer. What can you see? Go to it.
A king in the north forced the dwarves to make a sword that would never fail and never rust, and that would slice through iron and stone and bring victory to its bearer. But the angry dwarves cursed it. It would be the death of a man every time it was drawn, and it would be the death of the king. Let me tell you about the sword Tyrving.
I don't recognize this place. Where are we? Where is she?
It feels wrong.
Where are we now? Burial mound. So strange that we go to such lengths.
I don't think I'm supposed to go this way, but I want to because the sun's over here and it's cool.
Ordinary. Inevitable. It's as if we conspire to hide death. Because we have no answer for it. But when it comes and forces itself onto our friends or loved ones, then comes the reckoning.
After he was killed, she's a wild, willful child who teaches herself to fight with weapons. When she learns where her father is buried, her only desire is to reclaim the treasure buried with him, but above all, the sword, Tyrving.
He loves her. He doesn't. It's not different. He loves her.
Some of the story stuff, I've accidentally walked too far away after I've started it, and then it just cuts it off. Yeah, this one so far has been a really interesting and kind of loose take on that mythology, but I like it a lot because it doesn't really require me to know very much. Okay. Okay, dark spooky cave. Or sunlight vista.
Go in. You have to go in. Take the torch. It's too dark. Take it.
I don't have a sword, so I'm assuming there won't be much fighting going on. Oh wow, everything's got this like oil painting look. Oh.
Who's there?
Who's there? Just a monster. Don't worry.
Dillian, I'm here. I'm here for the trials. Like when we first met, remember? I'll find him.
Can I light this? See, there was no prompt. There was nothing that told me to do that, or... I just love it. I love that I can just do things that are intuitive.
Dillian's calling to you. Can you hear?
Gaming is getting so good at that.
Like he's getting further away. Have you lost him? You're going the wrong way. Are you lost, and have you lost him?
Herva disguises herself as a man to join a band of warriors, and soon becomes their leader. When they come to the island where her father is buried, her men do not want to go ashore. They say that evil haunts the island, and that it is a worse place by day than other places are by night. Fearless, she lands alone. There are many grave mounds, and all of them have ghostly flames burning over them. She comes to the grave mound of her father after passing through these ghostly fires, as though they were mist.
Is that?
The flames I passed through were real enough. Damn the Northmen to hell.
Wow, that's really neat if that's the case. I think that torch is that one again. Let's go through here and turn to the right and see if we see this torch.
Find another way. It's not working. You have to.
Wow, it is. That's awesome.
You're failing. Find another way. Think. Focus. Use your mind. You don't recognize it. Don't doubt yourself. You'll never find it. She doesn't recognize it. Yes, you do. You know where you are. She doesn't. Listen for his voice. Listen.
I can hear him.
She can't hear it.
Within the burial mound, Herva calls on her father to wake from death and bring her his sword. She says that it is not seemly for the dead in their grave mounds to bear valuable weapons.
Later, Shady.
Her father answers with words of warning. You go to your doom. Baleful runes surround you. You have gone mad. You have lost your mind. Your thoughts are confused. It is dangerous to wake the dead. Like I said, she reminds me of you.
Yeah, Mike, this is a great game. I highly recommend playing it. But for single-player narrative experiences like this, there's no huge rush. It's still going to be there if you want to play it later, but it is on sale right now for slightly less than full price, which again, full price is only $30, so. What's different? Oh wow, that was weird. I said what's different just as that voice said what's different. Oh my gosh, I'm one of the voices. Okay, we got shield, chest, chair. This time we're following the chair. I mean, it's not exactly the same. I should be able to use that sword. I bet it'd be really effective.
It's not him. It's not him. We told you. We told you it was a trick.
I think I am effectively in the Lost Woods right now. I think it's coming from this direction. I can't run anymore. Yeah, that's the big catch, is replay value is going to be low with this one. But man, just playing through it the first time,
What's happening?
Quiet.
I have been so hooked with this.
I'm lost without him.
That's not Dillion. That doesn't sound like Dillion. What's in there? What is it? A secret room. A palace. How do you get in there? How does she get in there? Maybe there's no way in. Find a way. There has to be a way. Find a way. There's always a way. Don't stop now. Don't give up now. Find a way. You're too close to stop. What's in there?
That voice. It's not Dillion.
I know, man. It's so creepy. When I started playing this, I was like, this isn't a psychological horror game. But then I was like, oh, whoa. This is like the psychological horror game. Yeah, Sam, I agree. You guys missed in the first episode, there was some stuff that was really trippy, like shifts in perspective where you would look at something and then you'd look away and you'd look back and it was totally different and stuff like that. And I really liked that. The first boss you fought was like the god of illusion or something. It wasn't Loki. He's the trickster, I guess, but... Why'd we drop our torch?
Father? I'm leaving. I've decided. I think it will be good for me.
It's the darkness. It's speaking through
No,
you.
Dad, it's me. I think I can beat it. In my own way.
I can see the darkness in your eyes, child.
I met a boy.
Boy.
The chieftain's son.
No.
He said he could help me.
It's a trick.
He said I could be normal.
Normal.
Yes.
No boy is going to save you. No one can. When they see the rot growing inside you,
No!
they will turn their back on you. The gods can only fix you through my hand. You're going nowhere.
No.
You will not defy the gods. Come, child, take my hand. Come. Senua.
I am leaving!
You cannot escape the darkness. Your curse will make everyone suffer. You will have blood on your hands!
Dang. That was pretty cool.
It's done. You did it, but there's more.
Maybe we'll do one more of these trials tonight.
You're tired, but you have to keep going. There's still some things I want to do. It's not going to be easy.
Let's see. There's one over there.
Can you do another one? It's too much. Have you got the energy? She hasn't got the energy. No. Too much to do.
I want to tell you a story about a god of the Northmen called Balder. The second son of Odin. He was beautiful, good, and wise. He was fair of feature, he spoke fair words, he gave fair judgments. Light shone from him. Only good things were told of him. Yet he was the first of the gods to die.
Yeah, I like it too. Not exactly hidden, but it works.
The bridge. You've come this far, but the bridge is broken.
There's no way you can fix it.
What do you do now, Senua?
No prompts, no like glowing thing that you can grab onto. Oh, I just love it. Oh, that's awesome.
Don't touch it.
You're curious. Where are we?
What is this?
It's
Whoa.
the same. It's another world. It's lighter.
That's pretty awesome.
I like it here.
The bridge.
It's not broken.
It's fixed.
Yeah, that's the same kind of perspective shifts that were around earlier in the game in the illusion area. We did the boss of illusion, we did the fire boss, and now we're trying to get into Helheim, or maybe we are in Helheim, I don't know.
The Northmen tell this story about the death of Baldur. It begins with dark dreams. Night after night, Baldur dreams of his own death, and the gods fear for his life. So Baldur's mother makes everything in the world: fire, water, iron, stone, earth, wood, beasts, birds, serpents, poison, sickness, swear an oath not to harm her son. One by one, they each make their vow. Neither weapons nor wood will injure him, Baldur's mother boasts. Only Loki, father of Hela, the mistress of death, is not amused.
There's some mention of Loki.
He's waiting for you.
It's pretty cool. Okay, so
He's close.
we're looking for a K doing a ballet
He loves you.
move.
Calling you.
And what looks like that?
Dillian, we're here. Dillian, we're nearly here.
Thought that tree was pretty close. But not quite right. Oh, you know what? I bet I have to go... Yeah, okay. Oh, this game is so pretty. It's a little more vibrant still on my screen than it is actually being captured in OBS, I think. But it's a very, very colorful game, even though it's a lot of it is kind of drab and like dark colors. I applied a color correction to try to fix it. Alright, let's see what happens if we go back over there now.
The gate is open. Go through the gate. Go through it. It's dangerous. Follow it. What's behind the gate? Where will it take you? It's
Another thing, I don't know if you guys noticed, but when I was fighting earlier, like those voices will, like you'll hear a whisper that's like, behind you. And you know to start dodging and turning because there's some guy behind you about to whack you. Yeah, same here, Sam. This is pretty close to accurate, what I'm seeing right now.
What are you waiting for? Quick, find a way. Find him. Go. Dillian, don't lose him.
Let's make sure we don't see anything that looks... No, I don't see anything. Okay.
Where is he? Was the alone? We're in the wrong world. He's not here. She's in the wrong world. He's not in this world. He's in the other one. He's in the other one. He's in the dark world. The dark. The dark world.
The world once seemed so simple. Black and white. Darkness and light. Narrow dividing lines of our own making. Dillian taught her to see further. To peek through the cracks and see the worlds of color stretching away from the gloom. And Senua explored new paths into the unknown.
Okay, so now we can get through there.
He cared in a way that nobody else did.
Let me just look a little bit more and make sure I'm not... I mean, it's here, because I see all the little red ballet Ks.
You can't go up there.
Can't go up
Not in this world.
No, not in this world. You can't.
Okay, so let's see if we look
He
through
was the
that.
only one that really loved her.
Okay, I think we have to go back out to that little island. I really hope the game sounds okay with the audio set the way I've got it. I mean, this is the first time I've ever used desktop audio max and mic audio maxed, just because I wanted the game audio to kind of be prominent. Alright, so then we can go back up this way. Oh, that's good. I really didn't want to be interfering with what was going on with the narrative.
She thought she had light within her.
She is pure darkness.
Cool. Oh crap, I can't get in this way.
Your curse has claimed Dillian.
Poor Dillian. He didn't know. He was kind.
Yeah, I can't get in that way either. Okay.
Why didn't she listen to her father?
She thought she could defy him.
We gotta look a little bit more closely in this world, I think. Those leaves look pretty close. It could be just about anything.
Does it feel warm? Do you feel safe?
Dillian loves you.
Ah. Good eye. Right there?
Do you remember the smell of his neck?
Let me see. There it is.
Do you even remember his love, guys?
Yeah, thanks, man.
Why isn't he here? He's gone. He's in the dark world.
So now we can get through the front gate in the dark world.
He's in the other world. The dark world. Without you.
In other news, Sydney and I have been playing this game called Portal Knights on the Switch, which is so much fun. It's got a split-screen co-op, and it's also got online co-op. And it's kind of like Minecraft mixed with, like, good combat. Really, really fun. If you like those kind of survival crafting games, I mean, there's not that much survival to it, but it's basically Minecraft with good combat and RPG elements, leveling up, quests, stuff like that.
You are guilty.
It's only $12 on PC right now. No, it's not 2-player max. I think it's 8 players max. It might be 4, but again, it has online, and I think you can blend like 2 players locally with, you know, other players over the internet. Really cool game though. After I finish this stream, we're probably gonna play that.
Ever again.
Here we go.
Where are you taking me? He's up there. There's a way. There is a way up there. She can.
Yeah, Sam, it runs really well too. I mean, there are slight frame rate hiccups, but usually it runs 30 frames even in split screen.
Throwing spears and stones at Baldur, striking at him with sword and axe. But he comes to no harm, whatever they do. The gods never cease to wonder at this great marvel. But Loki shapes himself into a woman and asks Baldur's mother, is it really true that all things promise to keep him safe? I did not ask the mistletoe, Baldur's mother confesses. I thought it was too young. Oh dear.
Oh, no way.
The curse. And now the darkness is swallowing you both.
No way. That's awesome. Check that out. I love this game, and it never tells you anything. It just lets you figure everything out, so you always feel satisfied when you figure out what to do.
Loki makes a dart out of
Yeah,
his
Sam, I kind of agree.
and goes to the gods as they throw things at Baldur. The blind god, Huth, was there. Loki asks him why he wasn't taking Pollen. Huth says, I cannot see where Baldur stands, and even if I could see him, I have no weapon. Loki replies, here is a wand. I will tell you where he stands. And Huth throws the mistletoe at Baldur. It pierces through him, and to everyone's horror, Baldur is killed. And for this, Huth is slain.
Alright, up arrow.
Years had passed since she
Weird
left
looking
her
M. And
She trained hard.
S.
alongside her friends. Dillion.
Kind of. Okay, this tree.
Things no one else could. Patterns, shapes, movement, an intuition that made her an exceptional warrior. Friendship turned to love. But the shadow of darkness never let her go, and she was caught between two worlds. That of Zinbel and her past, and Dillion, her future. Two realities tearing at her soul.
Let's just do as much as we can do here in the Dark World first.
You kill the things that are most precious to you. You don't deserve this.
The letters kind of flash on screen when you're kind of close to seeing something, so it helps you remember what you're looking for.
Do you know? Was it worth it? You're still alive and Dillion's dead. He doesn't deserve to be dead. Does that
No. Alright, let's look through here. Oh, wait.
Do you remember meeting him beneath
There it
the tree?
is. The S. Just gotta get around. Let's see. Can open this. Okay, I know where the S is, so I can come back to that. Locked.
Do you think she remembers him? Dillian saved you. Dillian cared for her like no one else has. Dillian's the only reason she's still alive.
The Northmen tell how the gods mourned Baldur. His body was to be burnt on his ship, but they could not manage to push it into the sea and sent for a giantess to do it. She comes riding a wolf and has vipers for her reins. She pushes Baldur's ship into the sea with such force that the ground shakes and the rollers burst into flames. When Baldur's wife sees his body carried onto the ship, her heart bursts with grief, and she dies. She's put next to her husband, and the pyre is lit, sending the dead to hell. But even so, the gods cannot accept his death.
Well, I mean, I know the S is over there. Probably have to switch back now.
Dillian saved you. Dillian cared for her like no one else has. Dillian's the only reason she's still alive.
I feel like I see this M shape everywhere. Like... Let's see, where was that? There was a big M that I kept looking at. I guess you can't see it in the light world.
His love is guiding.
Aha.
Wasting your... You have no time for this. Speed. These traps mean nothing. It's Dillian's part, doesn't it? No. They've set the trials to distract you. They've set you up, and now they're going to watch you fall. What if these trials mean nothing? Laughing at you. What if they take you no closer to Dillian? Dillian, you're letting this get in the way. If they are just to tire you out, make you weak before the battle. It's all your fault. It's all your fault. You're cursed.
S is right here.
What if this is pointless? What are you doing?
And now we need the arrow.
Why did you think you could make this work? You keep seeing runes. You see runes everywhere. Everywhere? But what if they're not real? What if they don't actually make sense?
Overcome with grief, the gods send Hermod to ride to Hell and ask Hela to let Baldur return home. All the gods are weeping, he says. Are they? Asks Hela. We shall see if he is truly missed. If everything in the world will weep for him, he shall go back to the gods. But if even one thing refuses, Baldur stays with me. The gods send messengers everywhere. Weep for Baldur, weep him out of hell. And everything wept. Men, beasts, earth, stone, trees, metal, everything. Except for a giantess they found in a cave. Baldur was never my friend, she says. Let Hel keep what she has. The Northmen say...
Here we go. I think we're getting pretty close to the end of the game. Judging by those kind of lore stones that I've been finding, we're like 75% of the way through.
It wouldn't be this. It'll be the first time.
Which kind of lines up with the estimates for the time of the game, because I think I've been playing like 4 hours.
Lillian never much cared for the underworld, and looked dimly upon the druids, like her father, Zinbel. I guess he took after his father, a chieftain who believed nothing he couldn't see. And he
Yeah, these segments are interesting.
She felt safe in Dillian's arms. Had to see the world through his eyes. Slowly, the darkness that had bound her so tightly began to unravel.
Very careful.
Here we go.
You've come this far, don't make it slip away. It's a narrow bridge.
Almost
It's
there.
a long way to fall.
Honestly, I don't know because I've never fallen, but I definitely feel like when I lean left or right that Senua is leaning in that direction. I don't know if you can fall, but I feel like I'm, doing something. Oh no.
It's your fault. He's disappeared. You've lost him to the sea. He's gone. You've lost him to it. He's gone to the water. He's drowned.
Senua. Your father cannot understand your darkness.
I love these live action
Cannot
clips.
see through your eyes. No one can. My own father was born blind. Doesn't have the faintest idea of what the night looks like. The word dark to him means as little as the word light. So someone is afraid of the dark. Should we fix them by taking away their sight? Would you give up the beautiful world that you, and only you, can see just to be rid of your nightmares? Or is this the price you pay for the gift you have? A gift that makes you so special in my eyes. Just another part of the person I know.
I left for the wilds to protect you from my darkness. Because I love you. But it made it worse. I'm so sorry.
What if this is pointless? What if you're wrong? What if this has nothing to do with the sword? What if we're wrong? The sword will never be yours. What if this is the end? It's just a trick.
Well, I think I'm gonna stop here. Man, I'm tempted to do another one. Let me see how many more there are. There's one shard over there. There's one over here. Two. So it looks like there's maybe just 2 shards left. So yeah, I think we'll finish those in the next one. If I play any further, then the next stream is only going to be like 30 minutes or an hour long. And I want to kind of balance it out so the next one's got some meat to it too. So I think we will stop here. But I appreciate you guys coming. I appreciate Zero rating us tonight. And hope everybody's still enjoying this game. I mean, I'm having so much fun with it. It's so unique. And honestly, probably one of the best experiences I've ever had in a game. Maybe one of the best games I've ever played just because of that. I'm definitely going to remember this one for a long time. Yeah, I appreciate you guys hanging out. Hope to be able to finish it tomorrow. Man, what is that beeping? It's just getting louder and louder. But yeah, hope to be able to finish it tomorrow. So probably will stream sometime like 7 p.m. Central Time like I did tonight. But hope to see you guys then, and I'll see you soon.